So the next one is investment in gold. Usually in India we have a strong liking towards physical gold, but when we ask financial advisors, they always recommend gold is not an investment property, because when compared to other investment schemes, it has not given good returns. That's what, but actually it is debatable. But still, if you have decided to invest in gold, these are different options to invest in gold. So just check, if you're interested, you can go for it. So the physical gold, in terms of jewellery, what happens is, while buying and also while selling, they will deduct the making charges. That will be around 5 to 15%. So risk of fall in gold prices also remains a worry. So here the disadvantage is that you have to pay capital gain tax when you sell. So these things you have to consider while getting, or while you plan to buy jewellery. So the other one is gold ETF. You can buy this when you have demat account, and even gold fund also you can get in mutual fund. Even in SIP also it is possible. The other three schemes like sovereign gold bond scheme, gold monetization, and gold coin and bullion scheme, these three schemes we will look into detail. Gold monetization is another investment scheme that is announced by the government. Gold in any form, bullion or jewellery, can be deposited. But as many investors think, this is not a scheme in which they collect your jewels and pay interest for the period and return the same jewels that you have deposited. If you deposit jewels, that will be converted and transformed into equivalent coins or bars and used by the bank. When you withdraw, you will get the equivalent money or the equivalent amount of gold coins or bars. You will not receive your gold jewellery that you have deposited initially. So the minimum amount of gold that will be accepted is a deposit of 30 grams of 995 fineness. There is no limit for deposition, there is upper limit for deposition. Interest rate is 2.25% for short term, and for medium term it is medium and long term it is 2.5%. Medium short term is 1 to 3 years, medium term is 5 to 7 years, and long term is 12 to 15 years. Here you are allowed to break the deposit during the locking period by just paying a penalty for premature withdrawal. One more thing to notice, this interest is taxable. See, the deposit of gold can be made at any scheduled bank as per the scheduled banks under RBI. There are 331 assigning and hallmarking centers with the task of collection and testing for purity of gold for purpose of the scheme. So if you have jewellery, you can go and test for the purity, and you can convert that into gold coins or bars under this hallmark centers. So this process looks complex, right? So but what they say is, if you have ideal gold that is kept in home, you can go and invest using this scheme and get the interest rate for 2.25%. That is the main thing that the government has announced. Another scheme that is announced by the government in sovereign gold bond schemes. These are government securities denominated in grams of gold. They are just substitutes for holding physical gold. So what happens is, investors have to pay the issue price in cash, and the bonds will be redeemed in cash on maturity. The bond is issued by RBI on behalf of Government of India. When compared to physical gold, if you look at the benefits, the quantity of gold for which the investor pay is protected, since you receive the ongoing market price at the time of redemption or premature redemption. So here the risks and costs of storage are eliminated. Issue like investors are assured of the market value of the gold at the time of maturity, and periodical interest that is free from issues like making charges, and purity in the case of gold and jewellery form is eliminated. So these bonds are held in the books of RBI or in demat form, eliminating risk of loss of skip, etc. So the application form will be provided by the issuing banks or SHCIL. It can also be downloaded from RBI's website. Banks may also provide online application facility. So if you look at the minimum and maximum limit for investment, the bonds are issued in denomination of 1 gram of gold and in multiples thereafter. So minimum investment in the bond shall be 1 gram with the maximum limit of subscription of 4 kg for individuals. So here the interest rate is 2.5% per annum on the amount of initial investment. So though the tenure of the bond is 8 years, early encashment redemption is possible after 5th year from opening the account. So on maturity, the gold bonds shall be redeemed in Indian rupees, and the redemption price will be based on simple average of closing price of gold of 999 purity of various previous 3 business days from the date of repayment, published by the Indian Bullion and Jewellers Association Limited. So both the interest and redemption proceeds will be credited to the bank account furnished by the customer at the time of buying the bond. So here also the interest on the bonds will be taxable as per the provision of the Income Tax Act. So many of you have doubts like, can I get part repayment of these bonds at the time of exercising put option? Yes, part holdings can be redeemed in multiples of 1 gram. In 2015, the government has announced this gold coin and bullion scheme, the first ever national gold coins which will have Ashoka Chakra engraved on them. I'm not sure how far the scheme is successful, but what the government said was the coins will be available in the denomination of 5 grams and 10 grams. Soon, 20 gram bullion also will be available through 125 MMTC outlets. Next but very important thing is time. You need to spend a lot of quality time with your children. This is the best investment that you can ever give to your child, because no one can replace you as a father or mother for your children. So time is the best thing. You give lot of time. Either you can provide inputs for financial education or physical education or play time, whatever it might be. Time is the one of the good and best investment. Thank you so much for listening this video. If you find this video useful, please subscribe to our channel vpeople and like and share with your friends. If you have any query or clarification, please provide that in the comment section. Thank you.